Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about some NFL news. Let's run right into it. So, start with some stuff from yesterday. Cowboys coach Mike McCarthy and some stuff from today. So, while Micah Parsons' high ankle sprain is improving, he's not yet ready to practice. This would be his fourth game missed in a row, so it'll be 4 games without Micah Parsons. And being without someone who can make a play on any given down is a huge deal for his defense, because without him, we're stuck. Our defense is just terrible. So, yesterday, some local reporters that were on the scene, no Lions QB Jared Goff at practice, and no Ravens QB Lamar Jackson at practice. Pretty sure they were both just resting, because I think it said, a DMP. John Harbaugh called it a rest day, but it was a did not practice for back and knee issues for Lamar. I don't think it's anything serious. I think it's just a rest day. That's how most of these practices are. And I think Jared Goff was probably back at practice today because he rolled his ankle last week, and he feels fine now. So tomorrow was probably just a rest day for both quarterbacks. So, Panthers coach, Dave Canales, he tells reporters that QB Bryce Young will start once again, and Andy Dalton should be the backup. So, they basically just put him in timeout for a few weeks until he had to start because Andy Dalton, got in that wreck. I mean, I guess they gotta start Bryce Young at this point. I mean, he didn't look that bad last week, so maybe we'll see how he does this week. So yeah, he played well enough last week, I think, to earn another shot this week, especially against a really good defense. No Thielen, no Deontay Johnson. He had 2 touchdowns. It's the only QB to throw 2 touchdowns on the Broncos this year. So I think he did a very good job last week. So, for the Jets are down a few players tonight versus the Texans, though. Offensive tackle Morgan Moses, who's been out for a few weeks, has once again done everything he can to be ready despite an ongoing knee injury. It's kind of a weird matchup tonight because the Jets suck. The Texans 6-2 record, but they're down a few players as well, obviously. No Nico Collins, obviously Stephon Diggs is out for the year. So, there was an update then today on Micah Parsons' per report. Looks like no Micah Parsons this week per Mike McCarthy until they clear the return to play with Brett Brown. I really don't even entertain that thought, so he's not quite there yet. I don't know if a high ankle sprain, does it take 4 weeks? Because, I've hurt my ankle before, but does this take 4 weeks? Or is he just sitting out just because he wants his money? So, the October players of the month, Ravens QB Lamar Jackson and Lions QB Jared Goff are among those who highlight the October players of the month. So, yeah, there's some October players of the month for you guys, if you care about that. So, per West Hodkiewicz, how do you say that name? I'm not part of the nerd community. So QB Jordan Love with a groin returned for Thursday's padded practice in the rain, and also back were running back Josh Jacobs, tackle Rasheed Walker, and guard Elgton Jenkins. Some players not participating in practice were cornerback Jerry Alexander, center Josh Myers, and safety Evan Williams. So, man, that would be kind of dreadful, not having Jair Alexander this week. He just can't stay healthy. Like, he's just so good when he's healthy, but the thing is, he barely stays healthy. I mean, it's a good sign for Jordan Love to be out there, but it's not a good sign with no Jair Alexander and no Evan Williams. He's been good for Green Bay. But hopefully Jordan Love does play. But it's a good sign he's out there for about a midweek practice. But yeah, it is something to watch Lamar Jackson. And he did not participate for a second straight day. Yesterday was like a rest day, but he's not out there again. But he wasn't out there again today. With 2 games in 5 days, it's kind of, I mean, his status kind of becoming a storyline. But I don't think he's gonna miss their next game. It might just be another rest day. So, the Jets are placing wide receiver Allen Lazard on injured reserve because of a chest injury. Sources say Aaron Rodgers' good friend and trusted target is out at least 4 games. Just had to add Aaron Rodgers in there, didn't you? Maybe Adams and Wilson's stocks are going to soar. And the Jets they're not a good team. Like, got Devontae Adams for what? Kicker Riley Patterson is expected to be elevated from the practice squad and make his Jets debut tonight versus Houston. I don't know if this will be... I don't know if this will be good, but it can't be any worse than Greg Zuerlein. Jared Goff was a full participant in today's practice as expected. So he'll be good to go for this week against Green Bay. He should. We on the other news leading up to the game. Something kind of notable to watch. Rams wide receiver Puka Nacua was scheduled for his weekly press conference day, but was not able to do it because he left practice with a knee injury, per a team official. He will be listed as limited on the injury report. McVay next speaks tomorrow. I mean, there was some kind of concern with him returning earlier than expected. But hopefully he isn't actually going to be out for some time again. So, yeah, it's all from me. Rapport, see if you got anything on Adam Schefter. But yeah, it's some injury concern. So, the Texans inactives tonight. Azeez Al-Shaair, Jimmy Ward, Miles Bryant, Damian Pierce, and Jarrett Patterson, they're inactives. For the Jets, Cartel Warren, Israel Abanaconda. What are these names? Elijah Vera Tucker, Ashton Davis, Tony Adams, C.J. Mosley, Quantez Stiggers. Eagles tight end Dallas Goedert didn't practice today due to a hamstring injury. And for a second straight day, Patriots quarterback Drake May was listed as a limited participant in practice today due to the concussion he suffered Sunday. So he was limited. Oh, rumors. The hashtag Saints have been receiving trade calls from multiple teams around the league. This is now from JP Football, and I'll end the video here. Receiving trade calls from teams around the league, expecting them to sell at the deadline, but most of the offers have been underwhelming, according to GM Mickey Loomis. When you're in a losing streak, you're calling those teams looking to see if they're sellers, right? And so we'll get a number of calls and we'll respond accordingly. I'm not really one who thinks that trading away half your roster makes a lot of sense at this point for generally what I think are undervalued offers. So I wonder what teams are offering. And you're like, ooh, underwhelming. They're like $80 million over the cap. They're underwhelming because you've given them an absurd amount of weight with their contracts. You pay them a lot of money. Teams probably aren't going to trade for that. This dude hasn't understood just how far he's set back this franchise with just trying to stay 7-10 every year. So, rumors, if the Jets beat the Texans tomorrow, Mike Williams plays a key role. Well, technically not, because this was yesterday. And if he can play a key role, if they win tonight, the team could elect to hold on to him with the hopes of getting back into playoff contention this season, per Jay Fowler, ESPN. 2-6, talking about playoffs. You talking about playoffs? You ain't gonna make damn playoffs. Getting back into playoff contention. Yeah, they're going to lose and Mike Williams is going to get traded. So, Josh Downs, he talked about Anthony Richardson getting benched, and this is basically what he said. I mean, at the end of the day, Joe is like 40 years old. Anthony Richardson is 22 or 23. He's still the number 4 pick. I know he's going to start again. But don't guarantee he's going to start again. Dude, this team has zero media training, I swear. This team is broken. Oh yeah, I mean, he's 40, but he's still pretty good. Way better than Anthony Richardson. So, rumors, the Browns are seeking a really good day 3 pick for pass rusher Zadarius Smith per Jay Fowler ESPN. Cleveland can also keep him since he's been playing well. He's under contract with the team for multiple years. This has Detroit Lions written all over because they need a pass rusher to replace Aiden Hutchinson. So, I mean, this makes sense, man. So, it's really all I'm going to say for this video. So, until next time, Peace.